Have you ever been put in a position where you doubted yourself? Have you ever been put in a position where you didn't think you had what it took to push yourself, to be able to apply yourself? Every one of us have been put through this test in our lives. Somehow, some way, things got a little confusing to us. And we didn't realize that everything we do comes with a price. You got to pay a toll across the bridge. Not everything you do in life is meant for you. Not everything that you want out of life is designed for you. But there comes a time in your life that you have to just say, let's be patient. Let's take the necessary steps. Let's make a few mistakes. And I'm not talking about the harmful mistakes. I'm talking about the mistakes that happen throughout life just to get to a common ground. These things that we look for, these things that we desire, it is required that you got to work at it. Everything that you do right now depends on what you do and how you think of yourself. If you're working and you're admiring other people for their efforts and what they have achieved in their lives, good for you. But don't depend on their success to make your success greater. Don't look at their success and depend on it as if it's going to make you better. You can admire it, but don't depend on it, because what's for them may not be for you. Let it be an outlet. Let it be inspiration. But now you have to go after your business. You have to go after what it is that you're seeking in your life right now. You can't sit around and waste time. You can't sit around and determine that everything is going to go your way, because it will not go your way all the time. The challenges you are going to have to endure and you will have to face each and every day that you are living. The question is, how hungry are you? How much are you willing to give of yourself? Because it's really ultimately up to you. It's up to you to make a difference so that you can be a difference maker. It's up to you to be a solution and not a problem. Because you could be problematic to yourself. You could kill your own ideas if you're not willing to put the work in. Every living human being has a journey of their own. You have to realize that with your work and the power that you have behind your work will determine the outcome on how you succeed. Now make no mistake, some things are going to happen that are very unpredictable. And it will not necessarily be something that you will understand or comprehend. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have a season, because everything has a season. There's a season for everything. We don't always want it to be cold. We don't always want it to be hot. But there's a season, even if we don't want it, because it's gonna happen anyway. And we have no control of it. But how do you get through these things? How do you adjust your mindset? How do you adjust your attitude and what you do in your life today? How much work are you willing to apply and get the most out of what you need? It does not mean that you cannot take a break from time to time, because sometimes you do have to hit that reset button, but you don't start over. Oh no, we don't start over, ladies and gentlemen, we start up. We have to. We must. We will. But if you do not put forth effort, if you do not apply yourself, if you don't work hard enough and willing enough, you'll never see what it is that you are seeking in your life. Success is very hard to obtain. The good success is even harder because no one is going to give you anything. You can read about all the success stories. You can look at social media and look at all these successful people. But do you really know how they got the success that they got? Do you really know how they got where they are today? Sometimes they only let you see what they want you to see. But you'll never know the truth unless they tell you the truth. And this is why I say, don't depend on other people's success. Admire it? Sure. Lift them up if you like to? No problem. But there has to come a time when you have to look at yourself and say, it's my time. And I got to put the work in. And I got to be hungry enough to go after it each and every day. I understand it will never be easy. I understand that I got to work. I understand that sometimes I want to give up, but I will not give up. I know that I have to work. I know that I have to believe. I know I have to trust in me. Because that's the power, ladies and gentlemen. That is the ultimate truth, is believing. You got to stand on it every day. Everybody is running around not understanding what their job is. Some people do, but many people don't. Just make sure that you're not a part of the many. Make sure that you have an idea where you are in your life. Make sure you understand that work is required. Do you get confused? We all do. Do you feel that you're in a position sometimes when you just don't want to get up in the morning because you're just too tired to get up? But I tell you what, if you keep laying around wasting time, time is going to continue to carry on with or without you, because you have already decided to lay in your bed because you were just too tired to get up. Make no mistake, somebody out there wants it a little bit better than you do. They made up their mind and now they're gone. They went on about their business and they never looked back. But you're still laying in the bed. You're still hitting that snooze button. You too tired to get up, you say. You had a long, long day yesterday. But yesterday is gone. Yesterday has nothing to do with your right now. This is another day. And the clock starts at 0. So let the games begin. Oh yes, I said game. Because sometimes that's the game that we have to play. But you got to play the game seriously. That means you got to be serious, and you got to be willing, and you got to be dedicated. You can't go to the other side of the fence and watch success pass you by. You got to take that leap of faith. Stay on this side. Stay on the side of success. Stay on the side where you have to dedicate yourself. Stay on the side where you truly, ultimately believe that you got what it takes to win. But winning doesn't come easy. Winning mindset is required. Mindset is required for a lot of reasons. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, if your mind is not in the right place, you're never gonna get what you want anyway. You're never gonna see success. You're never gonna taste success. Because you're too busy looking out the window, watching everyone else apply themselves. You're too busy thinking about how cold it is outside, while everyone else is going about their success. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. Success doesn't have time for your excuses. Success doesn't have time for your laziness. Success doesn't have time for the person who doesn't truly want to change within themselves. So while you're sitting around, moping around, blaming everybody for what you're not doing, guess what? Nobody's gonna sit around and wait for you to do the right thing for yourself, because it's all up to you. So just get busy. Busy means something's being done. If you're busy and you're productive and you're moving in the right direction, then congratulations, you are on your way. But if you're sitting around doing nothing, saying that, hey, it's his fault, her fault, no, it's your fault. It's your fault that you doubted yourself. It's your fault you didn't believe in yourself. It's your fault you let other people dictate your life. It's your fault that you let others validate your purpose. It's your fault that you didn't stand on your business, that you didn't go about your day, that you didn't do the things that you had to do to get the most out of what you want out of your life. See, that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We're living in a time where many people are waiting for other people to rescue them. You are the individual that was born with something within you. Every living human being has something within them. I know you question it from time to time and you say, hey, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. The first thing you do with your life is that you're living your life. The second thing you need to do is apply yourself to your life. The third thing you need to do is get outside of that dome that you're living in inside your brain and do something. Stop doubting and just do you. I know you're scared. I know you're afraid. I get it. I know you're afraid. I can feel. I know you are scared. But turn that fear into fire. We've all been there. We've all been afraid of something. No one can walk this earth and say that they're not afraid of something. We are all afraid of something, but you got to turn the fear into fire. And just go about your business. That's it. That's all. Do the things that you need to do to get where you need to be. But don't think you don't have what it takes. Don't doubt. Don't be ashamed. It's okay that you make a mistake. It's okay that you fail. It's okay sometimes. Because these things are going to happen no matter how hard you work. But you don't have the right to give up. You don't have the right to give in. And stop playing the blame game and go about your business. I said what I said, I mean what I say. Now do your job, and from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business.